Hello, today we're going to take a look at the battle that took place at Little Round Top, which was the second day of the Battle of Gettysburg, July 2nd, 1863, which was over 150 years ago. The Union Brigade was commanded by General Strong Vincent, and the Confederate Army was commanded by General Hood. The Union was ordered, or Vincent's brigade was ordered to take Little Round Top Hill and then defend it until Union forces could come and reinforce them in order to maintain that location. The Southern objective was, of course, to gain ground in order to get the advantage. If you remember, on the first day, Buford arrived early in order to identify the favorable places for the Union Army to actually be located. And at this particular moment, the Northern or the Union Army have the favorable locations. With this information in mind, when you do play this part of the simulation, I would like you to try to keep a similar formation just like Vincent did. One of your assignments is to watch Gettysburg. And in the Battle of Gettysburg, they're going to focus primarily on Colonel Joshua Chamberlain, who commanded the cavalry that stood at the southern end of Little Round Top and repelled one of the strongest attacks that took place that day. And it also shows his decision on how he repelled those particular forces. What you're going to do is you're going to try to recreate this particular scenario to the best of your ability. And you're going to try to repel the same Confederate forces. My recommendation is to keep this, to the best of your ability, keep the same or formation that you see in this map. And instead of attacking, just dig in deep and defend this particular position for the allotted time of the simulation. Once the allotted time of the simulation has ended, I want you to consider a few things. I want you to consider why this position was important to both sides. What would it mean if the Southern or the Confederate Army moved past the Union Army? What did it mean to the Southern Army if it would not be able to take Little Round Top? You'll have plenty of resources to look these answers up. In addition, you'll have excerpts that are assigned to you from the Killer Angels novel that was written by Sarah. I think you might find it interesting to also know that on this same day that both sides lost 9,000 troops each. In one day, 18,000 troops were lost. I also want you to consider, what did this battle mean to both sides, considering that there was such a heavy loss of lives, and that's not even counting accounting for the casualties during that time period.